streaming.
Oh, this needs to be up here.
Put the red on it. There you go.
First to the visiting Wills of Eastern Mennonite. At guard, a 5'2" sophomore from Fremont, Virginia, #1, Lauren Clapp. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Lynchburg, Virginia, #5, Maya Hamlet. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Fairfax, Virginia, #23, Bree Redfern. At forward, a 5'8" freshman from Chesterfield, Virginia, #24, Trinity Price. And at forward, a 5'10" senior from Harrisburg, Virginia, #3, Constance Kamara. Assisted by Nicole Garland and Fiona Shoulders, and Coach of the Wells, Jenny Posey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back here to the Apprentice School Arena located on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding right here in Newport News, Virginia. Hello, everyone. Howard McCain back with you to give you all the live play-by-play action as it happens right here for you in the Apprentice School gym. It is so good to finally be back. Everyone knows why, right? We've been in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis, the pandemic, and it has caused a bit of a shift in Apprentice School athletics as it usually takes place. Weren't able to actually meet a lot of the COVID protocols that allowed us to play basketball and football last season, but with the advancements of the vaccine and people getting them and things like that, we're now finally back and able to bring this afternoon's action to you as the Lady Builders from the Apprentice School take on the Royals of Eastern Mennonite University out of Harrisburg, Virginia. So we look forward to this afternoon's basketball game. We've already had the national anthem. All of the players of the ball game are being announced, as you can hear right now, over the PA system, but we look forward to a very good basketball game. Now, this afternoon's basketball game is going to be a lot like it was last season. Why is that? Mostly because the Apprentice School girls, or the ladies team, are working with a bit of a deficit numbers-wise. So both teams are at center court. We're ready to tip this afternoon's game off as the Royals of Eastern Mennonite University take on the Lady Builders of the Apprentice School. Tip is controlled by the Lady Builders. First shot is up off the glass and good from Brittany Jones, and the Lady Builders have a quick 2-0 lead. We'll give you the starting lineups in just a moment. As the Royals are on the attack, nothing doing. Lady Builders on the break. Royals are set into a zone as the Builders try to attack. Shot clock at 17. Here's Brittany Jones. Brittany knives through the defense, shot up and no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Builders, but nothing there as Ashanti Williams will join Brittany Jones along with Neandra Kelly. Elena Pauley-Pelham is also on the floor, and Jayla Riddick will round out the starting five for the Lady Builders as the Royals able to score off the glass. We're tied at 2, 8:52 left in the first period. As the Royals go back on defense, Lauren Clamp, Constance Kamara, as we get a foul call on the baseline. That foul call is going to go on Bree Redfern. That'll be her first personal foul and the team's first. Lady Builders were inbound against Trinity Price. Maya Hamlet and Trinity Price round out the starting five for the Royals as we get a traveling violation on the Lady Builders, our first turnover. Now for the Lady Royals, this is their first basketball game of the season. For the Lady Builders, this is their second. Basketball goes into the paint, but a traveling violation on the Royals, and that's a turnover, Maya Hamlet. The officials for this afternoon's game are Grace Horner, Shalisa Painter, and Antoinette Smith. As the Builders cross midcourt, here's Elena Pauley-Pelham. Shot up, good. 4-2 is our score, 8:15 remaining in the first period. As Laura Clamp And the Lady Royals get their assignment from their coach. Ball goes inside. Shot is blocked. Elena Pauley-Pelham wasn't going to have any of that in her paint. Score still 4-2 Lady Builders over the Lady Royals. 8 minutes remaining in the first period. 3 shot up, no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Builders, but stolen by the Lady Royals. And we have a foul. That foul call underneath is going to go against Ashanti Williams. That will be her first personal foul, and that'll be the team's first. Player fouled in the act of shooting, so that will be 2 free throws upcoming for the Lady Royals. As Jenny Posey, the head coach for the Lady Royals, barks out assignments to her team. Here's Maya Hamlet shooting 2. And the first free throw is up and good. Nice crowd on hand here in the Apprentice School Arena. 4-3 now our score. Builders over the Royals. Second shot is no good. Rebound controlled by Ashanti Williams. Here's Elena Pauley-Pelham harassed. Shot. Missed everything. Rebound taken by the Lady Royals on the fast break. Difficult pass down low. Wasn't handled well. Last touch by the Lady Builders. .7:31 remaining in the first period. As the Lady Royals able to get the inbound in the paint. Shot up and good by Trinity Price. Here's Ashanti Williams with the basketball. Pulls it back out. Elena Pauley-Pelham, 3 shot, no good. And here come the Royals. Clamp, 3-point shot, no good. Hit the front of the iron. Rebound controlled by Ashanti Williams. Builders run. Quick shot that time by Jayla Riddick. Would have liked to see Jayla kind of gather herself, allow the rest of her teammates to make their way up floor as the Builders are back on the break. Here's Brittany Jones. Fakes the pass. Shot up. No good. So a frenetic pace right now by the Lady Builders. As an easy bucket is up and good for the Lady Royals as we get a timeout. Quick timeout taken, 6:29 remaining in the first period of action. And the Lady Builders find themselves down by 3. So we'll come back real quick over here to courtside with me, Howard McCain. Hello, everyone. Again, so glad to have you back. It has been a long off season. We haven't played basketball in almost 2 years. So it is great to finally be back with you, calling these games and bringing them to you wherever you are this afternoon. If you are in the Newport News area and would like to join us, come on out. We'd love to have you here in the arena for this exciting basketball game between our Lady Builders and the Lady Royals of Eastern Mennonite University. The timeout is over. Royals lead by a score of 7-4, 6:29 remaining in the first period as the ball is about to be inbound by the Lady Builders. Lady Builders have a new player on the floor. That's Kerrigan Smalls. As the Builders turn over, look like a traveling violation there, not called as Smalls pushes. Smalls into the lane. Wild shot by Smalls. Nothing doing. Last tip out of bounds by Smalls. And that'll make it Royal basketball as the Lady Royals make a substitution. Adriana Jacobs makes her way onto the playing surface. 7-4. Lady Royals over the Lady Builders, 6:02 remaining in the first period. Is Clamp. Launches. Nothing. Here's Jones. Jones circles. Pauley-Pelham shakes, steps back. Good looking shot. Nothing doing, and we have a jump ball situation. The possession arrow is in favor of the Royals.
Number 20, KK Johnson entering the game for the
KK
Royals.
Johnson into the ball game for the Lady Royals. 5:43 left in the first period. We've been sitting on 7-4 for quite some time. Neither team able to pick it up much on the offensive end early on in this ball game as the shot goes into the paint for Trinity Price. So our score now is 9-4. Smalls is trapped in the backcourt, looking for help, finds Williams. Williams pushes. Shot up off the glass and good. Jayla Riddick on the assist from Ashanti Williams, and the Lady Builders are now down 9-6 to the Royals as a traveling violation, and that's going to be a turnover on the Royals. Lady Builders last season under Coach Antonio Hill. Last year, we referred to her as Bree, but she is honoring her father by changing her name to Antonio. So Antonio Bree Hill is the head coach of the Lady Builders as the Royals on a fast break, step back 3-0. Rebound comes down to the Lady Builders. So Coach Antonio Hill in her first season at the helm for the Lady Builders, as we have an offensive foul call. Nice job of just moving her feet that time to draw the foul was Trinity Price. So Coach Hill comes into season number 2 of her tenure as the head basketball coach for the Lady Builders, coming off of a 7-17 record last season. And here's Paulie Pelham with the steal. Wow, shot off the glass, no good, and we have a foul call underneath. That foul call was going to go on Jayla Riddick. That is Jayla Riddick's first personal foul. The team's second as Zebby Rhodes makes her way into the ball game for the Royals. 9-6 is our score in the first period of action. 4:09 left in the first period. Builders in a man-to-man defense. Royals finding a tough time to score, just like the Lady Builders, as that pass is tipped out of bounds by Ashanti Williams. Basketball will remain with the Royals. Drive, kick, traveling violation, I believe, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Adriana Jacobs. Nice job by Smalls to draw the offensive foul underneath the basket, so the Lady Builders will go back on the offense. 3:48 left in the first period. Lady Builders still trail by a score of 9-6. Here's Williams. Williams looks, shot clock at 13. Here's Paulie Pelham, launches. And she makes her money from 3. We're all tied up, folks. 9-9 is our score now. 3:20 left in the first period as the Royals attack. Shot off the glass and good. That's Trinity Price. Trinity Price right now the leading scorer for the Royals. I don't have that total in front of me, but I will get that for you. As the Builders look, nothing doing. Ball lost. Here are the Royals. Royals on the attack. Shot up, no good. Offensive foul call again. Smalls underneath. Zebby Rhodes, nope, I take that back. That's KK Johnson. That's going to get the offensive foul call as the Royals make another substitution. Bree Redfern makes her way back into the ball game. Royals up 11-9, now 2:41 left in the first period. Paulie Pelham feeds to Williams to Smalls. Smalls launches. 3-point shot, no good. And here come the Royals. Redfern shuffled her feet on the sideline, and that's going to be another turnover for the Royals. That's the 5th turnover of the first period alone for the Lady Royals. They're already almost halfway to what you're comfortable with when it comes to turnovers for your basketball team. If you can keep your turnovers somewhere around about 10 in a game, you're actually doing really well. As the scrum on the floor, Royals come away. Shot up, no good. Offensive foul call again. And guess who? Smalls. That player control foul is going to be on Trinity Price. So that'll be her, I believe, her first personal foul, the team's 4th. Smalls having herself an afternoon defensively, giving up her body to draw the foul call. As the Royals back on defense, Smalls, no good. Riddick took an ugly spill on the floor, but she's back on defense. Redfern, 3, no good. Weak side rebound by Williams, and the Lady Builders are back on the offense. 11-9 is our score. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Here's Brittany Jones, offensive foul call. So that foul call goes on Brittany Jones. That is her first personal foul and the team's 3rd as wholesale substitutions make their way into the ball game. Leandra Kelly back in for the Lady Builders. Lauren Moore makes her way into the ball game along with Laura Clamp. And also, we'll get that final player who's in for Trinity to you in just a moment, as the shot is up and good by Constance Camara, and Camara fresh onto the floor along with her other 2 teammates as she pushes the Royals lead up to 13-9, 45 seconds left. Here's Smalls off the screen. And I believe we get a lane violation. I think. Okay, that was a foul call. That foul call went against Lauren Moore. So that puts Smalls at the line with the clock stopped at 41.9 seconds left in the first period. Smalls will shoot the 1 and 1 with the Builders trailing 13-9 as she misses on the first of 2. My apologies, I called it the 1 and 1. She's actually shooting 2. Small so far on defense effective. She's drawn 3 offensive foul calls as the second of her 2 free throws goes down. That narrows the deficit 13-10 as the Royals having trouble controlling the basketball. 34 seconds remaining as we have a traveling violation on the Lady Royals. And the Lady Royals continue to gift the Lady Builders with possessions by either turning the basketball over or committing offensive foul calls. 25 seconds left in the first period. Shot clock at 20. Brittany Jones. Balls go right through her hands and it hits the out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Lady Builders, or on the Lady Builders actually. 19.2 seconds left. Royals up by 3. Here's Clamp, guarded closely. Here's Redfern, feed, down low, clock at 7. Redfern launches, 3, no good. Clock at 4. Here's Jones, shot clock at 2. Shot goes up, good if it goes, and it almost went in. 1 period of action done here at home for the Lady Builders, and the Lady Builders trail by a score of 13-10 here in Newport News, Virginia. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Again, Howard McCain bringing you the play-by-play action live right here at half court. And wow, what a fantastic first quarter, full of energy. You can see that both teams, what they want to do offensively, folks, they want to run. Now, the Builders actually play a little bit better when they run the basketball in their half-court set. The size of the Royals is kind of giving the Lady Builders a little bit of trouble trying to get the basketball into the paint. So they've decided today that they're going to run with the basketball. But guess who else is running with the basketball, folks? That's the Lady Royals as well. So frenetic pace from both teams usually means a lot of points. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened so far. Defensively, the Lady Builders are doing a fantastic job in their man-to-man defense. Smalls able to draw 3 offensive foul calls on the defensive end. They're doing a great job, and the Royals are turning the basketball over. So that's keeping things really close and keeping the score way, way down. 13-10 is our score right now as we've just wrapped up the first period of play here at the Apprentice School Gym. Again, so glad to have you. It has just been a long road back. It's been a long road back, but we are so happy to have you back here as we go through this afternoon's action. So both teams have made their way out of the timeout, and we transition from period 1 into period 2 with the Lady Builders on the attack. Here's Paulie Pelham, launches. 3 in and out. Rebound comes off to the Royals. Here's Clamp. Redfern being guarded closely. Reverse. 3-shot. No good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Riddick. Williams. Paulie Pelham to Smalls. Shot clock at 20. Feed. Down low to Williams in the lane. Williams step back, launches. Rebound taken by the Royals as the Royals run. Clamp. Feed down low. Shot blocked! Get that shot out of here. Williams with a big swat. So the score stays at 13-10, 9:09 left in the half. It's Clamp. Looks. Finds Rose. 3-point shot up and good for Kamara. So the Royals extend their lead now 16-10 over the Lady Builders. 8:56 remaining in the first half. Here's Paulie Pelham. Nearly traveled with the basketball. How she was able to stop herself from coming off of the floor is beyond me as Brittany Jones on the attack. Shot no good, but Brittany Jones tried to control it and stepped out of bounds. So the basketball goes over to the Lady Royals. Numbers-wise, the Lady Builders don't have a whole lot of ladies they can throw at the Lady Royals. 3 players are currently out with injury as the 2-point shot goes down for Redfern, and the Lady Royals now lead 8-10. Again, Lady Builders without 3 of their bench players. So currently they only have 1 player coming off the bench to spell the ladies. A Smalls works. Shot up, no good right now. It's like there's a lid on the basket for the Lady Builders. Haven't scored in quite a while as Paulie Pelham harasses Clamp, and Clamp. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Paulie Pelham. So for Paulie Pelham, that is her first personal foul as the Lady Royals make substitutions. Maya Hamlet into the ball game. Lady Builders counter with Jayla Riddick. Riddick spells Smalls for the Lady Builders. 7:59 remaining in the first half. Lady Royals with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Redfern to Clamp, who feeds Kamara down low. Kamara scores. So the Royals have opened up a 10-point lead, 20-10 over the Lady Builders in the second period of action. 7:42 remaining. Here's Williams working off of a screen. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Paulie Pella launches from 3. Shot, no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Royals, and they're running Redfern. Redfern foul. That foul is going to go on Elena Paulie Pelham. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's second of the period. So for Redfern, that she will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Royals of Eastern Mennonite University, located in Harrisburg, Virginia. They play in the ODAC conference. That's the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. As the first free throw is up and good. And their lead bulges to 11 as the second comes off. No good. 21-10 is the score. Lady Builders haven't scored in a long time. Kelly tries to feed Brittany Jones, but the pass goes awry. Savannah Crawford in for the Lady Royals as she feeds Clamp. Ball stolen. Here's Brittany Jones. Gathers. Free throw. Layup up and good. So the score now, Lady Royals 21, Lady Builders 12. 6:50 remaining in the first half as Price with the feed down low. Clamp. Shot blocked by Williams. But the rebound is taken and put up no good, but a foul. That foul call is going to be on Brittany Jones, and for Brittany Jones, that's her second personal foul. And the third total team foul is Trinity Price. Toes the line, shoots, barely hits the front of the rim. 21-12 is our score. 6:41 left in the first half. As the second of 2 free throws is good. More substitutions for the Royals. Here's Layla Glimpf and KK Johnson. So as you can see, Coach Jenny Posey is throwing numbers at the Lady Builders to try to keep her team fresh. Lady Builders unable to do the same as there's a reach-in foul there on the pass inside. That one is going to go on Trinity Price. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's first of the period. So that'll be a side out for the Lady Builders. 6:29 remaining. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Lady Builders find themselves down by 10 at home. Here's Brittany Jones. Feeds to Riddick. Riddick in a little bit of trouble. Brittany Jones fight on the floor. There's a tie-up. And the possession arrow is in favor, I believe, of the Lady Royals. Quick feed down low. I believe that was a foul call. That's a quick foul call down low on Brittany Jones. And for Brittany Jones, that is her third personal foul. So Brittany's going to have to come off the floor on the next timeout as the shot is up and it's blocked, but they call the foul. They call that foul on Riddick, Jayla Riddick. That is her second personal foul. And the 15th foul is Smalls. Spells Brittany Jones, who has 3 personal fouls in the first half of action. So there's a good chance we may not see her again until the second half, as the first of 2 free throws is no good. So the deficit remains at 10, 22-12. Lady Royals over the Lady Builders, 6:09 remaining in the first half of action. As the second is no good. Paulie Pelham with the rebound. Here's Kelly. Williams looks, tries to navigate the baseline, and she's fouled. That foul call is on Maya Hamlet. That is her first personal foul and the team's second. Williams was fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll shoot 2 as the Lady Royals counter with Lauren Moore. Lady Builders down by 10. Here's Ashanti Williams, and she misses the first. And we get a timeout. That timeout is going to be a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Builders. So Coach Hill decides to bring the ladies over, coach them up for the next 5 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first half. So welcome back to Courtside with me, Howard McCain. Sekou Fry is our engineer-producer for this afternoon's basketball game, and it's been a good one. It's been a real good one. Both of these teams somewhat evenly matched on the floor. The biggest difference, in my opinion, is the fact that the Mennonites have, or Eastern Mennonite University, not the Mennonites, they're actually the Royals, but the Royals have more numbers to throw at the Lady Builders to try to wear them out a little bit. So Coach Posey is emptying her bench this afternoon, throwing a lot of players at this basketball team in hopes of wearing them down and getting out of here with a victory. So Ashanti Williams will step back to the free throw line to shoot her second of 2. She missed the first. Our score remains Royals 22, Lady Builders 12. As the second of 2 is good. So 22-13 is our score, 5:55 left as the Royals cross midcourt. Builders in a matchup zone as we get a bump underneath. That is going to be on Jayla Riddick. And Jayla Riddick, that is her third personal foul. So right now, the only person that's on the bench for the Lady Builders that can come in and sub for Jayla Riddick is Brittany Jones. And Brittany Jones has 3 personal fouls of her own as the first of 2 are up and good. So we have to wait till after the second free throw for Brittany Jones to make her way into the playing surface. Layla Glimph at the free throw line to shoot the second of 2. And her second free throw was good, so the Lady Builders now trail by 10 again as Riddick takes a seat. Brittany Jones with 3 personal fouls, playing with danger here as Williams gets the ball stripped. Jump ball is the call on the floor, and this time the possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Builders. 5:31 left in the first half. Shot clock at 18, so they did not consider that to be a change of possession. At least we're checking, the officials are checking now. So they do consider that to be a change of possession, I believe, so they're resetting the shot clock. Shot clock now is at 18. As Smalls looks. Finds Pauly Pelham. Pauly Pelham traveled with the basketball. So the basketball goes over to the Lady Royals, who currently lead by 11, 24-13 is our score. Very low scoring first half so far by both teams as the Lady Royals work. Here's Crawford over to Hamlet. Feed goes inside, tapped away by the Lady Builder defense, and the Builders are running with Kelly. Kelly has the basketball stripped. Jump ball is the call, and the possession arrow puts the ball in Royal possession as Zebby Rhodes and Bree Redfern make their ways back onto the floor. Here's KK Johnson to Redfern. 4:54 left in the first half as the shot goes up, no good. One of the Lady Builders goes sprawling on the floor, no foul call, as Coach Hill was begging for one for her forward. Constance Camara makes her way back into the ball game for the Lady Royals. Kelly slowly gets the ball over half court. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Brittany Jones, feed, Smalls, traveling. So the Lady Builders turned it over again on the offensive end. And the score still remains 24-13. Lady Builders trailing the Lady Royals. Here's Rhodes. Rhodes back over to Johnson. Johnson looks. 14 seconds on the shot clock as the ball is tipped by Riddick. Feed. Kick out. Baseline drive, dish underneath. Shot up and good by Redford. So the Lady Builders find themselves down by 13 now. Their largest deficit in the basketball game as the ball is tipped and stolen. Here's Redford. Nothing Brittany Jones could do on that fast break. She has 3 personal fouls already in the basketball game. Couldn't afford that 4th one. So an easy layup that time on the fast break by Redfern is Kelly. Over to Smalls. Lady Builders. Shot up, no good, hard off the back iron by Smalls as we get a foul, and oh no. That foul call is going to be on Brittany Jones, and that is her 4th personal foul. One more and she's disqualified. So the Lady Builders have decision time. And it looks like Brittany Jones is going to have to stay on the floor because the Lady Builders have no one to spell her. So it's Bree Redfern at the line shooting. And she makes the first. So now the deficit for the Lady Builders has bulged to 16. 29-13 is the score, 3:24 remaining in the first half as the second of 2 rolls around and falls in. 17 is the deficit for the Lady Builders as Paulie Pelham goes on the attack. Here's Kelly to Pelham. Can't find anything, ball is kicked. So the shot clock will stay at 17. Game clock at 3:10, the shot clock adjusts to 20. Game clock stays at 3:10. Score staying at 30-13. Lady Royals over the Lady Builders as Paulie Pelham feeds it to Kelly. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Jones launches. Shot hits the backboard. No good. And here comes Clamp. Beautiful feed down low by the Royals. Nice execution as Kamara lays it up and good off the glass, and the Lady Builders now find themselves down by 19 points. 2:35 left in the first half as Paulie Pelham steps through the defense, and she is fouled. That foul call goes on Lauren Clamp. That is her first. And the team's third is Smalls. Makes her way onto the floor with a bit of a limp, but she's coming on to replace Brittany Jones, who has to leave the floor with 4 personal fouls. Smalls. Riddick tracks down the loose ball and gets it over to Kelly with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:20 remaining in the first half. Ball is tipped and stolen by the Lady Royals. Here's Redfern. Redfern pushes and converts. We get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Royals. That is a full timeout being taken by the Royals as the score slightly out of hand right now. Lady Builders find themselves down by 19 points here in the first half. So We still have a whole half of basketball up and coming, so don't go anywhere. This thing is nowhere close to being over. But right now, the Builders cannot seem to find the bottom of the basket. We've been sitting on 13 points for quite a while right now. Everything that's going up isn't necessarily going in. We have not been able to solve the man-to-man defense that the Lady Royals are currently playing on the Builders. Another thing you have to keep in mind, right now the Lady Builders are in foul trouble. Why is that significant? It's significant because if someone fouls out, there's no one else to bring off the bench to substitute for the player that fouls out of the basketball game. So fouls are just very, very precious at this point. Brittany Jones has already picked up her 4th personal foul in the first half of the basketball game, which means for the remainder of the game, she's got to protect that final foul. So on offense, if you're the Lady Royals, what do? You go right at Brittany Jones and force her to make a decision. Do I defend or do I foul? If you do, now you only have 4 players available to finish out this basketball game for the Lady Builders. Don't get me wrong, they've done it before, and it's a possibility before the afternoon is over, they may have to do it again here at home. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Lady Royals up 34-13. Smalls off the screen. Shot no good. Here's Redford. Redford running. Tries to pull it down and wait for her teammates, but Riddick pokes it away. Here comes Paulie Pelham. Wasn't expecting the pass, and she lost it. Here's Redford with the basketball and the lead. 34-13, feed down low. Shot up no good, but the rebound is taken, and foul is going to be the call underneath on Neandra Kelly. That is her first personal foul. So that'll put Adriana Jacobs at the free throw line. She'll shoot 2, and she converts the first. Now, Eastern Mennonite University, again, they play in the ODAC. They played last season and didn't win a single game last season in or out of conference. For Jenny Posey, again, who's in her 4th season at the helm as the head basketball coach for the Lady Royals. Paulie Pelham launches. Shot didn't hit anything. Shot clock does not reset. Smalls fights. Paulie Pelham also fights. We have a jump ball. Bit of a scrum over here on the far side. No players leave the bench for Eastern Mennonite. So the ball will stay with the Lady Builders. And what's so crazy about it, if something may have happened and it would have been a bench clearing, the Lady Builders don't have a bench. So no one could have came from our side to actually help out, as the long carom off of the miss by Kelly goes out of bounds, and the ball goes over to the Lady Royals. 1 minute left in the first half as the Royals try to add to their 36-13 lead as there's a turnover. Here's Smalls. Smalls has to go. Riddick, jumper, no good. Williams fought for the rebound, unable to put it up and in, and here comes Redford. 39 seconds left. Clamp with the basketball, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock as the feed inside to Kamara. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled. So that call is going to go on Ashanti Williams. So for Ashanti Williams, that is her 2nd personal foul. And that will put Constance Camara at the line to shoot 2, as the first of 2 is good. The Lady Royals currently enjoying a 24-point lead, 37-13, 28.7 seconds left in the first half as Riddick gets the rebound. Tries to heave it down court to Paulie Pelham, but it goes over her head out of bounds, and that's another turnover. So the Lady Royals can hold for the final shot here in the first half as they lead by 24. Redfern being guarded by Riddick, who has 3 fouls of her own. Smalls on the defense, kick, the clamp shot, blocked by Riddick. 9 seconds left on the clock as Kelly pushes. 5 seconds. Kelly is cut off, but she's fouled by Redfern. The clock will stop with 4.1 seconds remaining in the first half. So that does not put the Lady Royals in the bonus. So the Lady Builders have to inbound. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot is up, off the glass, no good. Clamp gets the rebound, and that is how the first half will end here at the Apprentice School Gymnasium. Lady Builders down by 24 in this one as we hit the halftime locker room. As we welcome you back to courtside with me, Howard McCain. Want to thank you all for joining us as we kind of wrap up that first half, and a wild first half it was. Not so much scoring-wise, because right now things are a little lopsided as the Royals currently have a 37-13 lead over the Lady Builders at the half. But the big story of the first half, folks, is going to be fouls. Right now, foul trouble is plaguing the Lady Builders. Why? Right now, 2 players are in deep foul trouble for the Lady Builders as they make their way into the halftime locker room. Brittany Jones currently has 4 personal fouls, while Riddick currently has 3. So the Lady Builders are going to have to be very, very careful with how they manage their fouls as they come out of the halftime locker room into the second half. But as it is right now, it's all Lady Royals right now. They have a 24-point lead into the halftime locker room. They don't have much of foul trouble of a problem as the Builders do, but that is something to monitor as we go into the halftime locker room. So we're going to take a break. We'll get some of the stats. We'll give you some of those on the other side of the halftime timeout. But thank you so much for joining us here as the Lady Builders take on the Lady Royals of Eastern Mennonite University out of Harrisburg, Virginia. So for Howard McCain and Sekou Fry, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and we'll have second half action and totals from the first half for you right here when we get back. This is Builder Basketball.
Here we go.
My name is Letitia McCain. I am Director of Education of the Apprentice School. And I think the most fun part of it all is building a relationship with the students.
You know, the opportunity we can offer here at the Apprentice School is a very unique one to prospective student athletes. It's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came in the yard, I've matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better with others.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love, you're learning a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I loved it because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute, so it taught me how to go to work, get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numerous opportunities that you get. As long as you show initiative, determination, and you dedicate yourself, there's no door that can't be opened.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at. And just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition free, simple. It's as simple as that.
Most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college or typical university, they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on steel at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how responsible you have to be to get up every morning and get to work, and how much people really rely on you.
This is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day. Practice afterwards. Get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice and it's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest moment really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school, because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish up. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, that are going to be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football. Guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice, and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and the way our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has never been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also be able to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal when they come here that they're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day in and day out basis is protecting our security at home, so it's something that they're going to be able to really take pride in for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country, being a contractor of the United States Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can, so it's really unique here and really awesome.
The opportunity of the apprentice school should be known to a lot of individuals, because it gives students an opportunity to come in and not only learn a trade, but also you get a chance to be an athlete as well. So to be able to get job skills, on-the-job training, as well as interact and be in a world-class company, I mean, what more can an individual ask for?
I'm Michael Allen. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the Apprentice School, and I am a builder.
My name is Brian Cave, and I am a builder.
My name is Nicole Jackson, and I am a builder.
My name is Ben Jones, and I am a builder.
I'm Joey Maben, and I am a builder.
My name is Zach Johnson, and I am a builder.
My name is BJ Maben, and I'm a builder.
My name is Quanisha Bruce, and I am a builder.
My name is Evan Key, and I am a builder.
My name is Mike Amrazovich, and I am a builder.
My name is John Davis, and I'm a builder.
My name is Austin Saylor, and I'm a builder.
My name is Marky Chevres, and I am a builder.
My name is Lou Picola, and I'm a builder.
I'm Brandon Joyner, and I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a builder.
Coach, slide this way.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you back to courtside here at the Apprentice School Arena. Sorry, I had to scoot up just a little bit. But we are about a minute or so away from starting the second half of action here, as right now the Lady Royals are in control of this basketball game on the scoreboard by a score of 37-13. It was a wild first half for the Lady Builders. Now let's recap some of the scoring just a little bit before we get into some other things. For the visiting Lady Royals, their leading scorer in the first half was Constance Kamara. She led all scorers on the floor in the game with 14 points, followed closely behind by Redfern. She scored 11. For the Lady Builders, the leading scorer was Elena Pelham. She put in 5 points, while the Builders had 3 separate players who each had a block in the first half. So the Lady Builders are doing a pretty good job on defense. But again, the tail of the first half is going to be turnovers and fouls. Lady Builders turned the ball over an awful lot in the first half, and they got themselves into deep foul trouble going into the first half locker room. Brittany Jones went into the locker room with 4 personal fouls, while Riddick went into the locker room with 3. So again, the Lady Builders are playing Iron Man basketball, which means just about everybody on the court is going to stay on the court for the entire length of the basketball game, which is 40 minutes. So you just heard the horn. We're about to start the second half as the Lady Builders and the Lady Royals take the court. Lady Royals will begin the second half of action with the basketball, as Coach Antonio Hill leads the charge for the Lady Builders as their head coach. Again, her team comes in with a 0-1 record, having lost their very first basketball game of the season to Trinity University over in Washington, D.C., as the first points of the second half already poured in by Kamara. Lady Builders back on the attack. 2 shots up and no good. Here's Clamp with the basketball. Clamp pushes it down court. Lady Builders unable to get the rebound off of the carom. Second rebound off of the carom to the Lady Royals as Kamara picks up where she left off in the first half. Those are 4 additional points to the 14 that she scored in the first half. So she leads all scorers in the basketball game with 18 as the Brittany Jones pass goes out of bounds. So for the Lady Builders, only shooting 25% from the floor in the first half. The Lady Royals, a little bit better, 37.5% shooting in the first half. So neither team shooting the ball particularly well as we get a foul underneath. That foul is going to go on Paulie Pelham. So for Paulie Pelham, that'll be her 3rd personal foul. That'll be the team's first of the 3rd. So 8:46 remaining in the 3rd. This will put Bree Redfern at the line to shoot 2, as the Royals lead is now 41-13. Make it 42-13. So with this next free throw, if it's converted, the Lady Royals will have taken a 30-point lead here in the 3rd period. 43-13 is our score. Here's Brittany Jones with the basketball being guarded closely. Off of a screen from Williams. Paulie Pelham loses it to Redfern. Redfern pushes. Shot up off the glass and good. And again, Brittany Jones can do nothing with those 4 personal fouls but allow Redfern to get the easy layup, as we have a foul there by Clamp, who came right across the face of Riddick on that play. I'm sorry, that was Maya Hamlet. My apologies, Maya Hamlet with that foul call. Smalls makes her way into the ball game as Paulie Pelham takes a seat. Now the indication that the foul was on number 5, but I want to believe number 1 made the foul. I believe number 1 committed the foul, but the indication was on 5. And they do currently have number 5 on the floor. That's Maya Hamlet, but they're going to change it, and the foul is going to be on number 1, Lauren Clamp. So that'll be her second personal foul. So Smalls will inbound on the far side to Riddick. Jayla, shot up off the glass, no good. Smalls with the left hand, not enough. Ball tipped around by Williams. Here's Clamp on the attack with the Royals up 45-13. Skip pass. Over to Camara, who converts. So for Camara, that's point number 20. And the Lady Builders now down by 34. 47-13 as that was Brittany Jones misses. Here come the Royals. Weaving. Kick for 3. Shot up. Missed everything. But the weak side rebound comes down to Redfern. She misses. And the Lady Builders have the basketball. Here's Smalls. Smalls being guarded. Smalls to the rack, nothing doing, but she's fouled. So that'll stop the clock at 7:16, and that foul call is going to go on Trinity Price. So that'll be her third personal foul. Now for the Lady Royals, if it's one thing that they don't have to worry about is somebody fouling out, because they have a very, very deep bench. So if someone gets into foul trouble, they can very easily substitute. As Smalls misses. So the Lady Builders currently sit at 13 total points in the entire basketball game, and we're already deep into the third period. And the scoring drought continues. Both free throws missed by Smalls, and the Lady Builders trail by 34 as the pass from Redfern goes out of bounds, and that's another turnover. So far, the Builders scored 10 points in the first period, 3 in the second, and nothing in the third period so far as Smalls works. Skip pass to Brittany Jones, who finally scores. And the scoring drought is over. 47-15. Little victories are victories also, and we'll take it right now as Clamp plows into Smalls, and Smalls picks up where she left off in the first half, and she draws her fourth player control foul. Kiki Johnson into the ball game. I apologize, I missed who committed that foul. Here's Kelly with Smalls, Williams, Jones, and Riddick on the floor. There's a foul call on number 24. That's going to be Trinity Price. That is her fourth personal foul, the team's fourth. One more. Foul, and the Lady Builders will be shooting free throws. 6:33 remaining. Here's Jones, guarded by Redfern. Williams, put back, no good. Redfern with a rebound, and back come the Royals. Williams with a foul in the backcourt. So for Ashanti Williams, that is her third personal foul, the team's second. As Layla Glimpf makes her way onto the court for the Royals, and that score comes courtesy of Maya Hamlet. So 49-15 now. 34-point bulge on the scoreboard for the visiting Lady Royals as Smalls penetrates and scores off the backboard. So 49-17. You see the enthusiasm has not left the gymnasium as the shot up and good, but no good as Smalls draws her 5th player control foul in this basketball game. I've never seen anything like that before as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken, I believe, yes. We're going to have a 30-second timeout here in the basketball game as the Lady Builders, I believe, calls the timeout. I believe Smalls might have lost a contact lens on the floor. I see several of the Lady Builders all huddled around one area looking for it. That's going to be virtually impossible to find. And she'll probably have to finish the game with one contact lens. No one able to find it. There's a chance it's underneath somebody's shoe by now. And if that's the case, you don't want to put that back in your eye. Take it from someone who's worn contacts since they were in the 5th grade. Wow. Okay. So we take a 30-second timeout. We're taking a 30-second timeout. So right now both teams are discussing what exactly they're going to do with this next possession. Builders currently down by 32 points. You heard me. 49-17 is our score. 5:51 left in the first half as the Lady Royals make their way back onto the floor along with the Lady Builders. Brief stoppage in play because I believe a contact lens may have dislodged from Small's eye. So a 30-second timeout to see if it can be located. Could not, so we're going to have a play on. 5:46 left in the third. Smalls with the basketball. One good eye. Here's Paulie Pelham. Pelham steps through. Long layup is up and good off the glass. And the Builder fans are loving it, even though we're down by 30 points. 49-19 is the score. As the Lady Royals are pretty much controlled throughout the basketball game as we get a traveling violation. Maya Hamlet shuffled her feet prior to taking off to the basket, so that's going to be a traveling violation. 5:17 left in the third. Lady Builders down by 30. Smalls makes her way into the front court. As for the screen. Smalls to the rack, shot up, no good, but she's fouled. That foul call is going to be on Bree Redfern. That is her 3rd personal foul. That's the team's 5th. So Neandra Smalls is going to step to the line to shoot 2, but not until after this timeout by EMU. And when I say EMU, I mean Eastern Mennonite University out of Harrisburg, Virginia, made the way all the way to Newport News, Virginia to take on our Lady Builders. And right now, they're in control on the scoreboard by a score of 49-19. Lady Builders weren't able to get anything going on the scoreboard in the first half. 10 points in the first period, 3 points in the second period, and only 4 points in the third period. So points have been so difficult to come by in this basketball game by the Lady Builders, but you can tell that these ladies are not going to stop and they're not going to quit until that clock hits 000 and the ball game is over. Kudos to the fans that are in the stands. With every made shot, they're cheering like we just took the lead. Taking the lead back is going to take a lot of effort, ladies and gentlemen. We're down by 30 as the timeout being taken by the Lady Royals is about to come to an end. Again, hats off also to Neandra Smalls on the defensive end of the court for the Lady Builders. She's drawn 5 player control fouls by herself in this basketball game, and that's continued to ignite this crowd and keep them in it. So Lady Builders and the Lady Royals are back on the floor. 5:04 left. Smalls about to step to the line to shoot 2. She was just recently fouled on the baseline just a minute ago. As the arena goes silent, Smalls shooting 2. And the first is up and good. And you hear the big roar from the crowd because, again, points have just come at a premium here this afternoon in this matchup as the Lady Builders just scored their 20th point of the entire game, and we're deep into the third period as Smalls misses the second of two. Here's Redford. Dish underneath. Shot blocked by Williams. And the crowd loves it. And once again, Williams says, get that shot out of here. For Williams, I believe that is either her second or third block of this afternoon's ball game as Redfern sets, shoots from three, no good. Fight underneath for the basketball, and there's a tie-up, and the possession arrow is in favor of the home team. So as you can see, the fight and the quit. The fight is there. There's no quit in this team as they try to cut into this 29-point deficit that's in front of them. Here's Kelly. Looks. Here's Paulie Pelham. Off of a screen from Riddick. Riddick with 3 personal fouls. Nearly traveled. I think she thought she did, and she threw the ball away out of just, I don't know, disgust for herself that she made the mental mistake. And she's guarding closely. Shot up and good, and the foul. So Kiki Johnson will get the basket and the foul, and that call will go on Jayla Riddick, and that is her 4th personal foul. So that becomes an issue because now she and Brittany Jones both have 4. So Kiki Johnson will step to the line to shoot 2 as the first misses. Riddick with a rebound. 51-20 is the score. Here's Kelly. Kelly with the kick, and the ball flies out of bounds. Wasn't touched by anyone. So the basketball goes over to the Lady Royals. Here's Johnson being guarded by Riddick, who has 4 personal fouls of her own. Shot clock at 17, game clock at 3:40. Shot blocked, but there was a foul. That foul call is going to go on Elena Paulie Pelham, and she just picked up her 4th personal foul. As Brittany Jones, who has 4 personal fouls of her own, makes her way onto the court for Kelly, the Builders now have 3 players on the court with 4 personal fouls. Brittany Jones, Jayla Riddick, and Elena Paulie Pelham, as the front end of 2 is missed by Maya Hamlet. It's getting kind of urgent out here for the Lady Builders when it comes to the fouls. As I believe we're going to have a lane violation on the Royals.
On the free throw, no good. Builder ball. Zebby Rose back in for the Royals.
So Zebby Rhodes is back in for the Lady Royals as Brittany Jones dons the goggles for the first time this afternoon. Smalls steps through the double team, shot up, no good off the glass. Here come the Royals with Johnson. Guarded by Riddick, who has 4 personal. Riddick has to be careful. Shot clock at 15. Here's Kamara. She misses, but late whistle. And folks, is going to be on Riddick, and she's done. That is going to be Jayla Riddick's 5th.
Builder foul, number 5, Jayla Riddick, that's her 5th.
That's her 5th. And final personal foul. So she is now disqualified for the remainder of the basketball game. So Kelly will have to come back onto the floor for Riddick, who gave up her final personal foul to try to prevent Kamara from scoring, as she's going to step to the line to shoot 2. She has 20 points in the basketball game, and that's where she currently stays. 51-20, 31-point lead by the Lady Royals, again, who hail from Harrisburg, Virginia, Eastern Mennonite University, as the second of two goes down. And interestingly enough, one of their notable alums from Eastern Mennonite College is Maven Huffman. Anybody know who Maven Huffman is? Well, if you don't know who Maven Huffman is, as Brittany Jones able to step through the double team and lay it up off the glass good, as the men's team here to cheer on the ladies this afternoon goes nuts on the far side. Maven Huffman graduated from Eastern Mennonite University, as we had a traveling call. So the ball goes over to the Lady Builders, as I'll finish up quickly with Maven Huffman, who's a 1998 graduate of Eastern Mennonite University, went on to become a pro wrestler in the WWF. Named Tough Enough, as a three-point shot, no good, and the carom collected by the Lady Royals. Smalls defending in the backcourt. And a foul is called, and no one can believe it, especially Smalls. As Smalls picks up her second personal foul, and that'll put Zebby Rhodes at the line, as Clamp and Redfern make their way onto the playing surface. 2:16 left in the third period. Royals with a 30-point lead, 52-22, as the Lady Builders continue to fight. So for the Lady Builders, I believe that is their fifth personal foul. So Zebby Rose will be shooting 2, and she increases the Lady Royal lead to 53-22. 2:16 left in the third, as the second of 2 is missed. Rebound saved to the Builders by Camara. Here's Kelly. Can't quite get it to Brittany Jones underneath, and that's another turnover. So Lady Builders kind of really without a bench right now, as Trinity Price and Adriana Jacobs make their way onto the floor for EMU. Here's Clamp. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Crowd still cheering on the Lady Builders, even though they're down by 31, as a long three launched and missed by the Royals. Here's Paulie Pelham. Nearly loses it. Gets it to Ashanti Williams. But there was a foul underneath. So I believe that foul is going to be on Adriana Jacobs. So for Adriana Jacobs, that is her second personal foul. And that will put Ashanti Williams at the line. Ashanti Williams so far 1 point in the basketball game, and she just doubled it. So the Lady Builders trail by 30, 53-23, 1:38 left in the third, as Ashanti front ends it, and it comes off to the Lady Royals. Here's Redford, who had a very active first half and loses the basketball right in front of her own bench. So the Lady Builders with Brittany Jones leading the offense. 1:24 left in the third. Brittany. Shot blocked. Clamp pushing. Finds Redfern. Redfern backs it out. Skip pass, 3 off. Here's Jones. Jones splits the defense. Jones taking on the entire team. 3-point play the old-fashioned way from Brittany Jones, who is playing with 4 personal fouls in the basketball game. She is fouled by Zebby Rhodes. So Brittany Jones with the hoop and the harm. So she'll step to the line and try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Crowd loving it. And the free throw is good. 1:02 remaining in the third period. And the Lady Builders trail 53-26, but you can't tell that by the enthusiasm from the crowd as a chance of defense rained down from the rafters. Shot clock at 15, playing clock at 44. As the defense not quite good enough on that possession as Trinity Price banks it off the glass. So 30 seconds remaining in the third. Lady Builders down 55-26. Here's Smalls, who's had herself quite a day on the defensive end. Here's Ashanti Williams. Goes right at the chest of Jacobs and draws the foul. So for Adriana Jacobs, that is her third personal foul. 18.4 left in the third. Lady Builders will take two here. Ashanti Williams, who currently has only 2 points in the basketball game. She'll step to the line. And she makes the first. 55-28 now our score. As she makes both. I'm sorry, so 55-28 is our score. Here's Jacobs. Nearly traveled with the basketball, but she was able to get it over to Redfern, who's going to try and hold for the final shot. Jacobs goes right at the chest of Smalls, misses, but Redfern there to clean it up. Game clock about to expire as Smalls launches, shot no good. As the Builders post their highest point total of the game, they score 15 points in that third period, as the Royals score 20 points in the third period. So the Royals still hold to a 29-point lead in this basketball game. Thank you for coming back courtside with me, Howard McCain. Again, Sekou Fry is our engineer-producer for this afternoon's basketball game. And the score won't indicate it, but it's been a fun basketball game. The crowd has really been into this game from start to finish, cheering on our Lady Builders, who come into this afternoon's basketball game already having played their first game of the season against Trinity University, but fell by 3 points to Trinity University, and they come into this afternoon's game with a 0-1 record. But you would not be able to tell that things haven't quite gone the Lady Builders' way by the support that they've gotten from the crowd today. I have to applaud them. They have been fantastic here this afternoon. But right now we go into the fourth period of action with the Lady Builders with a huge deficit to overcome. Again, they've already lost one player to fouls this afternoon. Jayla Riddick is now disqualified from this basketball game. So the Lady Builders and the Lady Royals take the court. We go into the fourth period of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Lady Builders currently trail big to the Lady Royals, 57-28, as Clamp begins the offensive set for the Lady Royals. Here's Clamp being guarded by Brittany Jones, who has to be careful. She has 4 fouls of her own, and if she goes off the floor, then it's going to be 4-on-5 basketball for the remainder of the basketball game as Clamp loses the basketball. Here's Jones. Jones loses it herself. Paulie Pelham launches. Shanti Williams nearly got the carom off of the three-point shot, but as it goes, she did not. Here's Redford. To Clamp. Here's Price. Clamp with 15 on the shot clock. Shot is up short. And here comes Kelly. You can see a little bit of fatigue is starting to set in with the Lady Builders because, again, most of these ladies have not been able to come off the floor because the Lady Builders don't have much of a bench as the shot is up, no good, and there's a foul. That foul will be on Adriana Jacobs. That'll be her 4th personal foul. That'll put Smalls at the line. Wholesale substitutions, Camara, Hamlet, and Crawford make their way onto the floor for the Lady Royals as Smalls steps to the line to shoot 2. She was fouled in the act of shooting to try and cut into this 29-point lead, and she does. It's now 57 to 29 Lady Royals. Smalls goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. So 57-30 is the score now. Lady Royals over the Lady Builders. 8:40 left in the ball game. Here's Clamp. Ball hits Camara in the face. Here's Williams on the break. Layup is good, and the crowd goes nuts as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Lady Royals. And Coach Posey calls a full timeout, and she is ticked off at her team. So the Lady Builders continuing to fight, folks. 57-32 is our score. Hey, it's not over until it's over, and the Lady Builders are continuing to fight in this basketball game. 8:25 remaining. Timeout being taken, full timeout being taken right now by the Lady Royals, and the Lady Builders continue to try to get themselves back into this ball game. Again, on the scoreboard, it has been controlled by the Lady Royals all afternoon. But momentum and energy has been on the side of the Lady Builders all afternoon and is continuing to mount, even though the Lady Builders are playing with a dangerous deck of cards right now. So far, they've already lost Jayla Riddick to fouls. She fouled out in the 3rd period. So right now, Brittany Jones has 4 fouls. They lose Brittany Jones. It's 4-on-5 basketball for the next 8:25. Both players have made their way back onto the court, and we're about to get underway once again at the Apprentice School Athletic Center here in Newport News, Virginia, on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. Here's KK Johnson. Shot clock at 20. And she loses it out of bounds as the defensive pressure got turned up on the far side by Neandra Kelly. So some forced errors being precipitated by the Lady Builders as a 3-point shot is launched and misses by Pauly Peller. If she would have made that, the roof would have came off the place. Here's Johnson, slowing it down, guarded by Smalls. Builders in a man-to-man as defense rains down from the stands. Here's Camara, shot clock at 8. And a bump by Kelly prior to the shot. So for Kelly, that is her 2nd personal foul, the first team foul of the quarter. Here's Maya Hamlet, who hits. So 59-32 is our current score. 7:28 left. Smalls with the basketball. It's Williams. Williams, nice. Gets to the rack, unable to finish. Here comes Hamlet. But this time, Smalls unable to draw the player control foul. She picks up the personal. So for Smalls, that is her 3rd personal foul. Player was not, wait a minute. I was going to say player was not in the act of shooting, but the officials correct that and say that she was. So Hamlet will step to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Royals. 59-32 is the score. Lady Royals up by 26, make it 27. Crowd needs to make more noise to try and disrupt the free throw shooter, and they do not. So 61-32. 29-point bulge on the scoreboard by the visiting Lady Royals is Smalls. Doesn't hit anything with that three-point shot. Here's Johnson. Skip pass over to Hamlet, who creates space and drains it from long range. That's a 2. And the lead is back up to 31, 63-32. So a little bit of the momentum and energy. It's kind of walked away from the Lady Builders. Skip pass underneath to Williams, who tries to feed Kelly, who's cutting to the basket on the weak side, but the ball goes out of bounds. Keep in mind, some of these ladies have not had an opportunity to rest except for at the half. So a little bit of fatigue may be starting to set in with the Lady Builders, and a lot of times when it happens, the ladies stop moving their feet as we get a foul call right there on Smalls. So that'll be her 4th personal foul. So when the ladies start getting tired on defense, they stop moving their feet and they start to reach a lot for the basketball, and that's when fouls start getting committed. Lady Builders not doing a good job on the defensive glass. There's a scrum on the floor for the loose ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Builders. So 6:08 left in the basketball game. (63-32) is the score. Lady Royals over the Lady Builders. A small works. Here's Paulie Pelham. Long 2-point try, no good. Rebound taken by Hamlet. 5:45 left in the ball game as Johnson takes her time. Being guarded by Kelly. Here's Hamlet for 3, and it's good. So 66-32 is our score, as the fans that made the trip from Harrisburg, Virginia to see the Lady Royals take on the Lady Builders give their stamp of approval. As Ashanti Williams deals, no good off the back iron. Here come the Royals. 5:10 left in the ball game. Royals have extended their lead back to 33. They've led as much as 36 in the ball game, and that's a foul. That foul will be on DeAndre Kelly. That'll be her 3rd, as Clamp and China Roberts make their way onto the floor. But before we play another minute, we're going to have a timeout. Timeout being taken by head coach Antonio Hill as the Lady Builders get set to play this next 5 minutes and 1 second of this basketball game before calling it quits for the day. Again, been a fun game to watch, been a fun game to call, and I'm so glad that everyone watching is here to watch it with us. Again, Howard McCain bring you the play-by-play action live as it happens. Sekou Fry is our engineer-producer here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, located on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here at the Apprentice School. Fine afternoon of basketball. And again, 5:01 left. Lady Builders currently down now, folks, by 34 points. That's a lot of points. 5:01 left in the ball game. If you are Coach Hill, you want your ladies to continue to fight to the end. That's the type of culture that you want to try and instill in your basketball team as the second-year coach. Now, remember, last year, they went 7-17. Coach Hill was installed in the middle of the season last year, so she has a full season of coaching that's going to be under her belt at the end of this season. So both teams are out of the timeout and back on the floor. Hamlet set the trigger. Hamlet from Price back to Hamlet for the easy basket. So 66-32 is the score now. I'm sorry, 68-32, so 36-point lead. As Brittany Jones able to gather the tough pass, but unable to do anything with it underneath. As Small splits the defense, shot up, no good. And Smalls is fouled. So Smalls was fouled on that drive to the basket by China Roberts. That is her first personal foul. As Lauren Moore comes in for Trinity Price. And Smalls will step to the line to shoot two. 68-32, 4:39 left. Now make it 68-33 is our score. Valiant effort this afternoon by our Lady Builders. Played hard all game long. 4:39 left as Smalls drains both of the free throws. 68-34 is our score as Clamp crosses the timeline. Guarded closely by Kelly. 19 on the shot clock. Kelly, great job of moving her feet on defense. Gets it to Camara. Camara, been unstoppable in this basketball game from the forward position. You got to give her credit. She leads all scorers in this basketball game. I don't have the totals in front of me, but I know she has 20 plus. As Brittany Jones launches from three-point range, no good. Everybody dives on the floor, and they call a jump ball. Possession goes over to the Lady Royals. Williams, slow to get off the floor. As the Royals are into the front court. 20 seconds left on the shot clock as Kelly reaches for the basketball, dives on the floor, and able to get it to Brittany Jones, who is fouled by Clamp. So like I said, folks, even though the Lady Builders are currently down right now by 36 points, they have not stopped playing hard as Kelly is absolutely winded right now. Here's Brittany Jones, 3:40 left. Jones works off of a screen from Smalls. Jones to the rack, shot up, no good. But Williams gets the rebound and gets harassed. So that foul is going to go against Constance Camara. That is her first personal foul. So wholesale changes into the ball game for the Lady Royals as Cassidy Sechrist makes her way onto the floor along with Redfern. Maya Wright also into the ball game. And China Roberts. So no free throws for the Lady Builders as Jones kicks it. Here's Kelly. High off the glass, no good. Williams fights for the rebound, unable to save it on the baseline. So 70-34 is your score. 3:19 remaining in the ball game. Kelly on Johnson. Here's Redfern, second leading scorer this afternoon for the Lady Royals. Gets her own rebound and put back. So 72-34. 38-point lead right now for the Lady Royals as Smalls. Williams to Kelly. Skip pass nearly picked off. Jones with the step back two. That makes it 72-36. 2:30 left in the ball game. As Jenny Posey's squad from Eastern Mennonite University will probably get their first win in quite some time as we get a traveling call on the Royals. Savannah Crawford into the ball game. So if things hold for the next 2:15, the Lady Builders were dropped to 0-2. Eastern Mennonite University will pick up their first win on the season. Again, they went winless last year in a COVID year of basketball as we get a foul call. That call will be on Cassidy Sechrist. That is her first personal foul. That puts Smalls at the line with the clock stopped at 2:01. She'll shoot two. 72-36. Royals over the Builders. Here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as Smalls drains the first of two. Smalls, money from the free throw line. She's hit the last 4 from the charity stripe. We're now under 2 minutes left in the game. It's Johnson being guarded by Kelly. Man-to-man defense. Here's Crawford. High off the glass, nothing there as Smalls rips it away. And here's Paulie Pelham. Looks to penetrate. She can't pick that one back up because the ball did not hit anything when she shot it. So that's going to be a traveling violation on Paulie Pelham. Here's Crawford. Nearly lost it. Oh, never mind. That's going to be a turnover. That's going to be a turnover for the Royals. So 1:26 left in the basketball game, folks. Royals up 72-38. Lady Builders down by 34 at the 1 minute and 20-second mark of the ball game. Smalls makes her money from the three-point line. It's good. So 72-40 is our score. We're down to 1 minute remaining in the basketball game as the backdoor cut by the Royals is good for China Roberts. So 74-40. Here's Brittany Jones, who pretty much played the entire second half with 4 personal fouls, unable to convert. Johnson holds the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. As Johnson finds Wright. Shot clock at 6. As a 2-point launch is good for Cassidy Sechrist. 76-40, 19 seconds remaining as a long 3-point shot is good from Elena Paulie Pelham, and that makes the score now 76-43 with 17.2 seconds remaining, and the Royals call a timeout. Timeout by the Lady Royals. That is going to be, I believe, a full timeout taken by Coach Posey for the Eastern Mennonite University. As I'm trying to sift through my notes, again, Eastern Mennonite hails from Harrisburg, Virginia. Coach Jenny Posey, again, in her 4th season at the helm for the Lady Royals, calls a timeout. Probably to get the starters off the floor. Let the reserves finish up this last 17.2 as their team is going to get out of here with a huge victory over the Lady Builders. Right now the score on the scoreboard 76-43 as we get ready to tidy up this last 17.2 seconds in this basketball game. Inbound stolen by the Lady Builders. Here's Williams with 10 seconds remaining on the game clock. Feed down low to Brittany Jones, and there's a foul. And I'm sure if you're Coach Jenny Posey, you go ahead and let that 6.4 tick away and don't foul. But instead, that'll put Brittany Jones at the line to shoot 2. With, again, only 6.4 seconds remaining in the basketball game. And the Royals with an overwhelming 33-point lead in this basketball game as the first of 2 by Brittany Jones is missed. As I could just hear out of my right ear, the Lady Royals wanted a timeout right after that made free throw, so we have one more timeout, which will more than likely be the final timeout taken by either team in this basketball game. I want to thank everybody who joined us this afternoon the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a fun game. It's been the first game that we broadcasted this season, and it's been fun. The scoreboard doesn't indicate how much fun it's been, but it's been great being back here in organized basketball again, considering the fact that we're still in the midst of a pandemic. So it's really great that we're back here giving you basketball, watching basketball, enjoying basketball, and it's just been a fun ride this afternoon. So it looks like the Lady Builders are going to come up short in this one, 6.4 remaining. They're currently down 76-44 to Eastern Mennonite University. The Lady Royals, as the clock is now down to 3-2, Jones gets the strip, and there is the final whistle. So the final buzzer goes off. That will do it here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. As your final score, Eastern Mennonite University Royals 76, the Lady Builders 44 here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. And with there being COVID protocols still in place, neither team is going to shake hands. They're just going to go to their respective locker rooms, and that's going to be it for this afternoon here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So as it goes, the game didn't quite turn out like the Apprentice School fan base would have liked. But one of the things I can admit, these ladies came out this afternoon and they fought all the way to the end. Now, it's not going to show up on the scoreboard or in the stat sheet how much they fought this afternoon, but ladies and gentlemen, I did not see any quit in this basketball team, no matter how many points they got down by. So it was a pleasure watching these ladies go after it and get after it this afternoon. But as it goes, the Lady Builders are going to fall to 0-2 on the season, having lost back-to-back games to Trinity University and Eastern Mennonite University. The Royals come in today and get the 76-44 victory here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding right here in Newport News, Virginia. I don't quite have the final stats, but the one that usually counts the most, ladies and gentlemen, is the score. So before we get ready to sign off again, the final score here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, the Eastern Mennonite Lady Royals 76, the Lady Builders of the Apprentice School 44. And again, the tale of the game this afternoon is that foul trouble and turnovers pretty much plagued the Lady Builders. The fact that we don't have much of a bench and we have to be really, really careful with all of our fouls in the basketball game really came back to haunt the Lady Builders, as both Brittany Jones and Jayla Riddick got into deep foul trouble, and that caused Coach Antonio Hill to have to be very, very patient with her basketball team when it came to how they defended the Royals. Brittany Jones picked up 4 fouls in the first half, was actually able to not pick up a foul at all in the second half, but that adversely affected the way she was able to play defense for the remainder of the basketball game. So as it goes, the Lady Builders will fall to 0-2, but they'll be back in action real soon. Tomorrow night, the men hit the floor here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, so we will be back here tomorrow night to watch them take on their opponents. So we look forward to having you back. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Your final score here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center: the Lady Royals of Eastern Mennonite University 76, the Apprentice School Lady Builders 44. For Sekou Fry, I'm Howard McCain. We want to thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll be back here tomorrow night for the men's basketball action. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is Builder Basketball.